Welcome to Challenger number 21! Number I thought I would certainly never say, having hosted this tournament, but apparently 21! Luvnest took on Korean army, 2-0'd him on Eindhoven country, and now he will be going up against Siberian. Twitch partnership battle, apparently.
Assault engineers are on the lines and deployable.
So, any Sib subscribers and any Luvnest subscribers should obviously, at this point in chat, spam both of their emotes. Say who you're rooting for. Sib is going to go Armor Company here at the very beginning of this game. Throw some Assault Engineers on the field, make his way towards the middle with those, and Luvnest is playing as Oster, has access to Lightning War, Mobile Defense, and Close Air Support, and we'll start with the Double Grenadier opening. Sibs can throw down some barbed wire on the green cover here by this house, so he clearly defends to utilize this house as a defensive position, and wants to deny the green cover here to his opponent.
That's done. Get ready to go, men.
And rear echelon troops are making their way here to take control.
Deploy into all-round security. I got orders, boys. Taking fire!
That territory.
Ground's ours!
And riflemen move to take control of the victory point there in the north.
Get ready for warning.
These assault engineers taking control of this strategic point. More barbed wire going down right here. Assault engineers will take this opportunity to close the distance against those Pios and get building control. Huge damage to those Pios very rapidly. Huge damage, and they will be forced to retreat. Assault engineers will leave the building thereafter. No kills, fortunately. Rear echelon troops taking control of the fuel point here in the south. There's the flank by the rear. What are they doing? They can snip wire? Apparently they just took massive damage in their attempt to do that, but they snipped the wire and absorbed damage for the rifle squad here on the right side, so the retreat will be forced. And there go those Grens. Not going to get wiped, fortunately. Riflemen in yellow cover at that level of health may not be able to take on these Grens even at medium range. And they're not taking control of the fuel point either, apparently. Oh, yes they are. I was being decapped. Okay. Rear echelon troops taking control of this fuel point, and Grenadiers are making their way straight towards Sib's cutoff. Neither player going to hold a fuel point for a very significant amount of time so far this game, as far as I can tell. I didn't realize that assault engineers could snip wire without any form of upgrade. I guess I didn't even know they could do that. They just start with wire cutters. Fun fact, never seen that used. I guess it's never really come up before, so that's what he was doing before, by the way.
The capture point is being overrun.
Looks like he's gonna charge those Grens. I don't know if he should though. Here he goes. Rear echelon troops also charging. He will make it to the green cover position after taking 2 losses, and the Grenadiers will retreat. So Sib takes the map control back here in the south, forces a retreat, but suffers a little bit of manpower bleed on that squad as well. These riflemen taking control of the VP, and wounded squad disengages away from the fuel and goes to get the strategic points back over there.
Area is ours. Area's ours. Steady up, fellas. They're wise to us! This lousy patch of dirt is ours. Fire!
Rear echelon troops here, engaging against Pios in green cover. Riflemen in green cover over here should be able to win against those Grens. They're going to take a position in this building, which has 2 north-facing windows. I don't know if they're going to have much better luck right there, though, until support arrives. Machine gun is not going to leave its position covering the fuel point right there, and riflemen are taking control of the center VP.
Stand by order! Retreat! We have a lieutenant reporting.
There goes that squad.
You're starting to get under my skin.
Riflemen taking control of the center VP now. This flamethrower
capture point is under
making
attack.
its way towards the fuel, and Sib trying to work for fuel control. Looks like he's not going to be able to win an engage. Well, maybe he's going to attempt to flank on that machine gun now. That squad's going to get suppressed quite quickly. The engagement for this fuel point will go in Sib's favor as he forces a retreat from Pios and Grenadiers simultaneously. Takes one more model loss on that assault engineer squad though, which thus far has proved quite expensive. He's had to reinforce like 5 different models on this, and he's only got 1 kill on it so far, but he also has Vet 1, so they're getting stronger, I guess. Riflemen do manage to flank this machine gun, but support is on its way. Grenadiers plus Pios should have no problem forcing that retreat. Ooh, and a flame crit right there. And wiped. Lucky flame crit. Gives him the wipe on that rifle squad. That's gonna hurt. Sib has gone lieutenant tier after a 3 rifle and assault engineer opening. So M20 is on its way. It's gonna be a little late because of his decision to get assault engineers in addition to his 3 rifles. He'll be arriving at about a little after 6 minutes. And Luvnest has not really done any preparation for it yet, but he's building tier 2 now. And he should be able to get an AT gun out in a pretty reasonable amount of time. Lieutenant is taking control of this this cutoff though in this green cover position. Demo charge going down here for Sib, and once he gets this point under control, he'll have a triple cap and most of the map under his control. So Luvnest is starting to get a little boxed in. Sib taking pretty strong control of the game despite that early wipe at about 477 victory points. So a pretty good. Pretty good early lead. It's just that initial wipe that's going to really be hurting him. Lieutenant charges over open ground into those Grens. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I think they lose that engagement. That's going to get wiped if he... Okay, there he goes. He does notice just in time, but he also wipes a squad of Pios here in the south with his assault engineers. Possibly with the lucky flame crit. I don't know. I missed it. Lieutenant does get wiped before he can make it home, though. Not a very good trade to lose that lieutenant and a rifle squad in exchange for only 1 squad of Pios. If he can trade well with this M20, maybe he can turn that situation around. Maybe wipe a squad with that demo charge, try and equalize the manpower game a little bit. No AT gun on the field for Luvnest yet, who has bled quite a bit of manpower in these engagements. He himself is down to 3 Grens, Pios MG, while Sib is down to soon 3 riflemen and his assault engineers. Probably want to plant a few more demo charges to maximize the chance of his wiping Luvnest's squads before a minesweeper gets upgraded. Rifle squad here moving to engage against these Grens, and a 222 is on the field to put pressure on the M20. Panzerfaust is going to push it back for repairs, and Luvnest is diving oddly hard. I don't know if he can win this. The bazooka will get out of the vehicle and start focus firing. Pops smoke to try and improve his chances of getting to safety while support is on its way. Those rear echelon troops will have to retreat through the smoke. They should be able to get away fine. Bazooka gets out of the vehicle to move to engage against the 222 again. Grens might get wiped by a flamethrower. Lucky bazooka snipe right there. And they do! They do get wiped. So a bit of an overextension by Luvnest right there. He's going to be able to get this M20 fully repaired. And another squad has to retreat through a flamethrower here.
We have a fresh grenadier squad. Bastards! Enemy infantry is engaging us. He's dead!
Sorry, chat. I didn't realize the situation. I need an emergency moderator. Who volunteers? I'll mod you really quick. Didn't realize that we had mod-free chat going on right now. M6 anti-tank mine going down right there. We've got light anti-tank mines going down here on the north VP as well. Alright, Mortar, I trust you. Mortar is now moderator. Fear him, for he has been granted great power. Riflemen jump out of the building and will be forced to retreat. M20 continues to engage against these grenadiers right here. Assault engineers taking control of the victory point here in the north, and rear echelon troops are dealing minor harassment to these pilots here in the south that managed to pick off one of them.
Germany now holds the victory point.
Lucas ready for strafing mission.
These two squads of grenadiers making their way north, both upgraded with LMGs.
We are losing a sector.
Assault engineers make a very lucky escape right there. These riflemen move to take control of this cutoff once again. Victory points. Sib has maintained total victory point control almost all game. He's now going to maybe lose it again. Maybe. M20 is fully repaired and moves to engage here in the north, and a Sherman is in production. Once that Sherman hits the field, Luvnest will really be under quite a lot of pressure to make some AT guns. And he has chosen close air support to assist him in this hard tier 2 that he feels he needs to go to recover this game. Because how many squads has he lost? Probably at least a few, yeah, okay. He's lost Grenadiers and Pios, but it says he lost his machine gun, but clearly he recovered it, so that's not that big of a deal. But 2 wipes for Luvnest and 2 wipes for Sib, I believe. A lieutenant and a rifle squad, so pretty even, actually, overall. Neither of them has lost their scout car yet, but a Sherman is going to be on the field very soon, and that's going to be probably the beginning of many more Grenadier squads getting wiped, in all likelihood. Rear echelon troops heading south will lose this engagement against these Grens. That volley fire will not do anything, guaranteed. Should just retreat that.
Get ready! Rout's giving us some trouble here!
What am I meant to do with these cures?
Oh, thank you, Louie.
MG-42!
I assume that's in, referring to my girlfriend coming home from work. She loves me very much, clearly.
Warning orders!
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Somebody donated $5 and said, "Oh, so cute." Sherman upgrading with top-mount machine gun and HE shells. Finished as well.
The capture point is under attack.
But that squad will get away very narrowly. Another big hit on that Pio squad, which will also be forced to retreat, and Sib should, from this point, maybe be able to retake victory point control. The clock is stopped. Not taking against Sib. If he can get Luvnest down to 0 without losing any further victory points, he'll be in a very good position for this series. 477 victory point victory as allies. It'd be a very good start. But of course, he will need to play quite tight with this Sherman and survive against Luvnest's close air support, which is about to kick in pretty hard. Machine gun activates armor-piercing rounds for this push, taking out one of those riflemen. Rear echelon troops provide vision by jumping in this house against any AT guns that may be coming. There's one right there, which Sib will spot. Should be able to react accordingly. HE shells bring the Grenadier squad extremely low. There goes that squad. Sherman is brought to about half. Big flank coming by Sib's M20. He's not going to try and circle strafe that thing to death, though. He just wanted to open up an opportunity for his Sherman to take more shots at Grens. That could be a wipe right there. Oh, so close. Sherman now has no choice but to pull back for repairs. It's one hit from death from an AT gun shot, and the 222 will spook the M20 as well, I assume. He's going to have to get out of there. And there it goes. Nice minesweeping by Luvnest. He will spot the demo charge right there. Another one going down on the victory point. Sib should try to make an effort to wipe that minesweeper squad to maximize the impact of his demos. Try and prevent Luvnest from sweeping them all. There's an attempted AT rifle grenade. He will land it. It's going to be forced back for repairs temporarily. There's the retreat. Sherman probably can't steal the deal on that thing unless he has very confident vision of Luvnest AT guns. Still only one on the field for right now.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Very good chance of a wipe right here. Very, very, very good chance of a wipe right here. This is pretty obvious bait, though. Such obvious bait. Luvnest, don't take this bait. That's dead. Maybe he was attack moving and wasn't monitoring the engagement. I don't know. Sherman engaging against these grenadiers right there. Off they go. LMG Grens engaging against riflemen. That's probably gonna have to retreat those rifles. That could be a wipe though. That was a kind of a late retreat from Sib. They'll get away, fortunately. Narrowly. M20 engaging here in the north. I think Sib has very good chances this game as long as he continues to execute quite well, flawlessly. But he is against close air support. It's not going to be easy by any means. But just keeps up the pressure. I think there's a good chance of it. Trying to wipe this machine gun slash AT gun with the M20 right there. Big hits from the HE shells. There's engine damage on that M20. Sherman probably has to pull back. And a second AT gun right in the base. Takes out the M20. Not good. Takes out the M20 and a bazooka is dropped on the ground. But 3 Grenadier squads, is that another one wiped? If I missed, oh right, the demo charge. Yes, so 2 wipes on Grens, pretty good for Sib. Still has his 3 riflemen out of his original 4. Oh, and the Major recovered the bazooka. Nice recovery by Sib right there with the Major. Here comes a second Major to work the center and south potentially. Both AT guns moving to support in this engagement. This one well positioned for that Grand Squad. Does huge damage, but that Sherman could go down if it doesn't get out of there. There it goes. 2 hits from death. Will it get away? No! Sherman down. Here in the south, assault engineers will be forced to retreat by LMG Grenadiers, and in the north, this Sherman might get a wipe. That's right, Team Sib. Spam those Sib emotes in chat if you want to see him win. Almost gets a wipe right there, but not quite. Both AT guns positioned for that Sherman's push will push it away. And Sib actually now has to be extremely careful of anti-tank strafes and dive bombs in the base. He'll have to be very careful to monitor all recon passes that Luvnest performs. And very careful about repairing his tanks, staying idle too long. This is not a very common repair location, so pretty good chance of that getting repaired unspotted as long as these riflemen can keep all the grenadiers away from fighting vision. Rifleman pinned here in the middle, probably going to be forced to retreat quite soon.
M10 tank destroyer ready.
And I think I just heard a recon pass getting called in over the base, so Sib should try and make sure to avoid getting dive bombed or anything right here. He will not spot the Sherman being repaired in the north. It's about to receive 4 repairs, and Grenadiers here in the south should be able to get that victory point under control. Fortunately, no second demo charge right now. Sherman is fully repaired, and no strafes called in by Luvnest as a result of that recon pass. All it will give him is brief vision of what Sib is doing. Nothing beyond that. Major setup in green cover up here with Sherman support. Should have no problem pushing away this Grenadier squad. Rifle grenade will bring the Major down to about half health though. Over here, riflemen are being shot by the autocannon and MG42. Maybe forced to retreat right there. Is that a wipe? No. Squad gets away with 1 man remaining. There's that retreat. Sherman moving to support. If he could wipe those Minesweeper Pyos, that would definitely help. Triple cap is still going against Luvnest, who doesn't seem to be making any progress anywhere. He's got to do something about this Sherman, and it looks like this is going to be his attempt. Both AT guns moving, but they're a little clumped. Going for engine damage, but he's gambling. That's so clumped. I don't know if he should make this attempt. He does get the Faust off. Here comes an anti-tank strafe. Oh no! Not even close. And Sherman just got torn to shreds. M10 on the field now. 2 Shermans destroyed is not good. That's his main weapon for working the flanks of the map and forcing retreats. If he doesn't have Shermans out, he can't force Grenadiers off the map. AT guns trying to get shots off on that M10. 1 rear armor hit will connect. He really wants to kill that scout car, which is getting dangerously close to this rifle squad, not being watched by Luvnest right there, because he's monitoring an engagement in the middle where he does wipe one of Sib's riflemen. Wait, where's the AT grenade? I just sworn he was going to do an AT grenade right there, but apparently not. So, riflemen get wiped here in the middle. Scout car will be fine. Rear echelon troops need to pull back away from the LMG grins right there. Minesweeper piles. Might want to take this opportunity to clear up that. No. Major will provide vision. Not sure who wins this engagement. Oh, whoa! What was that, Luvnest? He walked right over top of that thing. Easy free wipe for Sib right there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
We have few resources available. Kill that MG-42 crew! Armor ready.
M10 trying to crush these grenadiers to death. Off they go. Meanwhile, over here, M10, a second M10. That's two M10s on the field. Using an M10 as a counter-harassment unit, obviously it can be done because they can crush. And he still has a triple cap going. Luvnest lost his minesweeper. That's dangerous to not have your minesweeper while the assault engineer is still running around. Sib also is going to have access to at least one usage of RNG bombs this game. Very good chance of this behavior being punished hard by that. Nice snipe! Nice snipe! And the smoke screen on the scout car will prevent Luvnest from firing on that retreating M10. Nice pickup right there, taking out that scout car. Finally! Vet 3, such a nuisance. 75 points remaining. Luvnest still struggling to turn it around. This crush! Oh, almost. Not quite. It wasn't quite lined up right. We'll take engine damage and probably have to pull back to safety from the AT guns, which are going to get aggressive against him here. He needs to round that corner. I don't know if he's going to make it. No, that's a dead M10. A little too bold right there with that one. This one's still available to try to pull off crush maneuvers in the north, but a late retreat on that rifle squad. Lost an M10 and a rifle squad in rapid succession right there, and his flamethrower just popped on red cover. Everything's falling apart. There's RNG bombs dropped on something, though. Just wiped a grenadier squad. I have no idea where that's centered. I don't know if those packs are in any real danger or not. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if I would be walking my packs over here if that had just happened. He's kind of gambling that there's not going to be some miracle artillery hit that could land anywhere. Oh god, the havoc. One of them wiped, the other one brought very low, and the vehicle crew has an LMG-42 apparently. I don't know where they got that, but they will start the clock ticking against Luvnest again, and both of his AT guns are cleared. Jeez, I don't know who's getting RNG'd harder this game. Only one rifle squad remains though for Sib. That was scary. A couple rear echelon troops just died, I think, maybe. That was the last RNG bomb. Rear echelon troops will get out of there, and an AT gun has been recovered by Sib. Nice pickup right there. But he's lost to south and center to an LMG Grenadier squad and an MG-42. Rifle grenade on that. Probably forced to retreat. He's gonna stick around. He feels he has no choice. Vet 2, green cover rifleman against yellow cover, full health vanilla grens. If they snipe even one of those models though, yeah, he's gonna retreat. He can't win. There's too much stuff coming anyway. AT gun's gonna get back to the safety of the base. And the Major's just hanging out in this area for now, not able to take on that LMG Grand Squad alone. Second squad of assault engineers fielded for the flamethrower. You can't replace a lost flamethrower on these, unfortunately, so I assume that's what motivated that decision. I wonder if Sib will make it to Bulldozer. Oh, just got wiped. Oh, the Major. Somehow. In the building, I think. Oh no, trying to take the victory point. LMG equipped vehicle crew engaging against LMG Grenadiers. With green cover, they might win. I don't really know. Anti-infantry strafe getting called in somewhere in the south, but it won't be enough. Flamethrower will force a retreat from that machine gun, and they should be able to get this point. Meanwhile, here in the north, volley fire actually worked. Suppressing those Grens, and riflemen will arrive to support in the engagement. Rear echelons definitely have to retreat though. As long as these riflemen can keep these Gren suppressed, they should be able to force them off this munitions point. Rear echelon troops will get to safety, and a regular Sherman is in production. Sib's not going to wait for bulldozer, which is perfectly sensible, honestly. Having the bulldozer is nice for slightly longer range and direct fire over this building, maybe, or something, but... And it can build green cover late game, which I guess you might consider to be a benefit, but it's kind of expensive. It's also a little more durable, which against close air support is a nice feature. Anti-tank strafe, apparently, on this stuff. We'll suppress that squad. Decent chance of a demo charge here from Sib, though. Could blow up that bunker, which is being upgraded with machine gun. He's throwing the demo charge on the point itself. Meanwhile, here in the south, these assault... wow! Not being monitored grenadiers! Walk straight up to these assault engineers and cover and are forced to retreat. Which means Sib looks like he might get victory point. No, he was forced away from the middle, and this squad planted the demo charge slightly oddly. I'm pretty sure Luvnest has vision of that thing, too. There's the rifle grenade. No wipe. And no capture of the center, but fortunately the machine gun will not wipe those assault engineers on retreat. The effort for the north looks like it could succeed, though. Sherman is on its way. Sib has been knocked down to 415 victory points, which is still a solid win. Honestly, it's a pretty solid win. May prove difficult for Luvnest to top in game 2. We'll see what happens. Panzerfaust does not get off. Squad wiped. Nice pickup. Ooh. At least one AT gun available for this. Gets a shot off. He's not going to retreat those rear echelons because he wants to capture this point and put his... Nope, there's the retreat. He's just going to have to try and cap with a vehicle crew or something. There's currently a squad of Grans and at least one AT gun on its way up here. Rifleman providing vision on the bunker, and the AT gun should be able to kill it eventually. Recon pass coming over the base. Sherman is being pushed off the victory point by AT gun and grenadiers. Assault engineers trying to defend this point, have to retreat from a rifle grenade. Should be able to get home safely. There's the bunker destroyed. Stupid dive bomb, unfortunately, is getting dropped on something over here. I hope it's not on the rifleman. It was on the rifleman. Rifleman wiped.
Lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
And an anti-infantry strafe in the south. Will shut down Sib's push for this area and destroy his flamethrower and wipe his LMG vehicle crew. Jeez. The engagement for the north sees his Sherman in serious peril. And that's going to have to pull back for repairs, and Sib has surrendered. Sib has surrendered. He will not be able to take a pretty high VP victory from Luvnest this game, which means Sib has to beat a 54 victory point victory as Axis in Game 2 against Luvnest Soviets, which on this map may be a pretty tall order.